Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Today is March the 12th, and this is the 36th edition of Book Fun Friday. As always, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here today watching this book talk. So, the young adult novel I'm going to be discussing today is titled Concrete Rose, and it's written by the author Angie Thomas. Now, you probably recognize her name because she's the author of the book, The Hate You Give. I mentioned that for a couple reasons. One, if you haven't read The Hate You Give, you must. Go out and read it right now. It's amazing. But two, you need to know that Concrete Rose is actually a prequel to The Hate You Give. Now, for those of you who haven't yet read The Hate You Give, very quickly, just to let you know, the main character in that book is a teenage girl named Starr, and Starr's father is a man named Maverick. Well, guess who the protagonist is of Concrete Rose? I'm sure you got that. It's Maverick's story when he was a teenager. So now that you know the connection between those two books, let me tell you a little bit about Concrete Rose. So I mentioned that Maverick is a teenager in this book. He's 17. He's in his senior year of high school. And things are not great for him. His mom is forced to work two jobs because his dad is in prison. They're struggling. They don't live in the greatest neighborhood. Their neighborhood is infiltrated with gangs and with drugs, and there's a lot of violence that accompanies that. And yet Maverick is in a senior year situation where he's trying to make some better decisions for himself, some positive decisions for himself that might lift him up out of that situation. Except, very early in the story, Maverick finds out that he's a father. And that throws a significant wrinkle into his plans. So not only is he struggling financially, not only is he worried about how they're going to pay for things like the light bill and that kind of stuff, now he's in a situation where he finds out that he is a father. Now, the girl with whom he made a child and he are not together. It's not like they're in a relationship. In fact, she was in a different relationship with someone else and said to Maverick, "Oh, I'm sure that this child is not yours. I'm sure it's actually his." And so they go to a clinic and they have a paternity test, and it turns out that in fact Maverick is the father of this child. And now that this responsibility is on his shoulders, he has to make some real decisions about how to financially support his son. And therein lies the rest of the story. So I'm going to share a passage. Now, in this chapter, this is chapter 3. This is very early in the book. In this chapter, they have just found out about the baby being his. And while they were there at the clinic getting the test results, the paternity test results confirmed, Maverick and his mom actually got up at one point and took the baby into the bathroom to change his diaper. And when they came out of the bathroom, the girl, the mom of the baby, and her mom had left. They just took off. They left the car seat sitting on the floor and left. And so Maverick has this thing now. He has to take care of the baby. And so the passage that I'm going to read to you, that just happened. So they were at the clinic, they got the test results, and now he is literally stuck taking care of this child because the baby's mom and her mom have run off. So this is chapter 3. And this is his mom talking. "That trifling heifer, and I don't mean Aisha." Aisha is the baby's mom. "And I don't mean Aisha," Ma says. "I mean her mama. Ma ain't stopped fussing since we left the clinic. At first, I thought Aisha and Miss Robinson just stepped outside. No, they left. One of the nurses said she pointed out that they were leaving the car seat behind, and Miss Robinson told her, 'Oh, we don't need it anymore,' and shoved Aisha out the door. We went straight to their house. I banged on the doors, looked through the windows. Nobody answered. We had no choice but to bring little man home with us. I climb our porch steps, carrying him in his car seat. He's so caught up in the toys dangling from the handle that he don't know his mama left him like he nothing. Ma shoved the front door open. I had a funny feeling when I saw them closing that diaper bag. They shipped him off without a word. I set the car seat on the coffee table. What just happened? For real, man. I suddenly got a whole human being in my care when I never even took care of a dog. What we gonna do, Ma? We obviously have to keep him until we find out what Aisha and her mama up to. This might be for the weekend, but as trifling as they are. She closed her eyes and held her forehead. Lord, I hope this girl hasn't abandoned this baby. My heart drops into my shoes. Abandon him? What am I supposed to... You gonna do whatever you have to, Maverick, she says. That's what being a parent means. Your child is now your responsibility. You'll be changing his diapers. You'll be feeding him. You'll be dealing with him in the middle of the night. I had my whole life turned upside down and she don't care. That's Ma for you. Granny says she came in the world ready for whatever. When things fall apart, she quick to grab the pieces and make something new out of them. Are you listening to me? She asks. I scratch my cornrows. I hear you. I said, are you listening? There's a difference. I'm listening, Ma. Good. They left enough diapers and formula to last the weekend. I'll call your Aunt Nita and see if they have Adriana's old crib. We can set that up in your room. My room? He gonna keep me awake. Ma set her hand on her hip. Who else he's supposed to keep awake? Man, I groaned. Don't man me. You're a father now. It's not about you anymore. Ma picked up the baby bag. I'll fix him a bottle. Can you keep an eye on him, or is that a problem? I'll watch him, I mumble. Well, thank you, she says and goes to the kitchen. He gonna keep me awake, the nerve. I plop down on the couch. Little man stare at me from the car seat. That's what I'm gonna call him for now, little man. King Jr. don't feel right when he's my son. My son. God, it's wild. I hold my hand toward him and he gripped my finger. He's small to be strong. Golly, I laugh. You gonna break my finger. He tried to put it in his mouth, but I don't let him. My fingernails dirty as hell. That only make him whine. Hey, chill. I unstrap him and lift him out. He way heavier than he looked. I try to rest him in my arms and support his neck, like Ma told me to. He whimper and squirm till suddenly he wailing. Ma! She come back with the bottle. What, Maverick? I can't hold him right. She adjusts him in my arms. You relax, he'll relax, she says. Now here, give him the bottle. She handed it to me and I put it in his mouth. Lower it a little bit, Maverick. You don't want to feed him fast. There you go. When he's halfway through it, burp him. And burp him again when he's done. Burp him how? Hold him against your shoulder and pat his back. Hold him right. Lower the bottle. Burp him. Ma, I can't. Yes, you can. In fact, you're doing it right now. I hadn't realized little man had stopped crying. Little man had stopped crying. He sucked the bottle and gripped my shirt, staring up at me. I look at him. I mean, look at him. Yeah, I see me. Ain't no denying he's mine. More than that, I see my son. My heart balloon in my chest. Hey, man. For some reason, this feel like I'm meeting him for the first time. Hey, I say. I'm going to throw his clothes in the washing machine, Ma says. Who knows what kind of germs they got at that house? Thanks, Ma, I say. She go back to the laundry room. I watch my son, and I gotta admit, as much as I'm in awe, I ain't never been this scared in my life. He a whole human being that I helped make. Got a heart, lungs, a brain, partly 'cause of me. And now I basically gotta keep him alive. And again, this is called Concrete Rose, and it's written by the author Angie Thomas. Well, guys, thanks as always for watching. I do appreciate you. Next Friday, which will be the 37th edition of Book Fun Friday, will be sort of a retrospective, if you will, since we'll be marking the 1 year point since I started doing these book talks online. So I hope you can look forward to that. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.